So I'm in Katachi Valley, and I was here last fall or last year, end of year, and it was full with beautiful autumn leaves here. It wasn't really sunny like it is now today, but it's a place I've never seen before. I mean, I came here to the parking lot. I flew the drone, but I didn't really go around and explore at the time. And today I decided to come back and see what it looks like. There must be some small river around here, and I want to see if I can do some scenic FPV here. There are people here trailing around, so it's not like fully abandoned and unknown. It was kind of hard to reach from my home because it takes more than an hour to get here. And I thought I would just come back here and see what this place is like. And maybe I find another spot where I can start flying the drone. It looks like a path here, but it's not really clear. There are no signs. And this trail looks more like it doesn't look like a trail, it looks like something, I don't know. I do hear some water, so I must be close to the creek. Let's see. Well, it looks like there is no direct trail from here to the creek. The birds seem to complain. I'm just going back again in direction of the car and see if there's another trail from the parking lot. This isn't really a paved trail. I'm just walking through the forest here. Oh, wait a minute. I do see these ribbons, which usually points at something like a trail. Oh, I can cross here, maybe. Yeah. There's a fallen tree. Yeah, it looks interesting. It's gonna be a little bit of an adventure. Ah, there's a ribbon. So this must be a trail. Yeah, more or less it looks like a trail. There's a small creek. Oh, beautiful. I'm starting to like to shoot with the Osmo 360 now like this for hiking, because I don't need to point at anything. I can just shoot while I walk and talk. I'm not back on the trail to the car, but I have a directional sense where I am, and I see those small signs here. So this is definitely a trail. I'm just hoping to find an open spot where I can take off with my drone. I don't want to go too far away from the car. I have to get around this fallen tree. Definitely more challenging here. And I see, well, I saw a lot of cars parked up there where I just parked the car, and so there are people hiking around here, but it's not clear where they actually start. I see the sign there, so I'm following that sign. Yeah, but so far this isn't ideal to, I don't even know what it says, but it's definitely a marking pointing something. I have to be careful not to get lost here because I might underestimate the landscapes. Yeah. Well, clearly I couldn't find the path. I'm back at the parking. Not where I parked the car, but a little bit further up. I'm gonna have to have a look at the map over there and see what it says. Otherwise I will just fly again from the parking lot. Well, I'm here at this parking, and apparently where I try to go is here, but that's not the way to go. I can only do a hiking trail going up onto the mountain ridge, I guess, of Mount Miharashidai and Mount Fukube. I'm not going to do that hike. I'm maybe just going to walk to the Tachi rock. I don't know what the Yajiri Fudo is. It looks like a shrine. There's like, or a Buddhist temple. No, cannot be. Is this a temple? No. It would be like a something else, but I see the swastika sign here. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if I can get a spot here near the Tachi rock to take off, because I'm not going to do the hike. I just want to go and come explore the area with the drone. So it must be somewhere over there. The beginning of the trailhead. I parked down there. It should be somewhere here. Maybe it was closer to the parking than I thought. I just went into the wrong direction. Let's see. Aha, I found it. This is the trailhead. I was parked over there, but the trailhead starts here. So this is the map. Okay. Tachiwa. I'm right here. Well, there's another way to come back, but this is how to get up. I can go up there, go around, come back, or I can go to Fukube Katake. Yeah, there's different ways to get to the mountain tops. There's two of them, Fukube Katake and Miharashidai. Yeah, but I'm just going to go this part up and then see the Tachiwa and see if I have a spot to fly from there. It's already not clear where to go, but I see footsteps on this part, so I guess this looks like the stairs up. Yeah, it is sort of like a man-made stair, naturally embedded. Always interesting to find something peculiar here in Japan, something that my European mind cannot comprehend. Especially when coming from Switzerland. The hiking trails there are so well made, and it's clear where to walk and how long it takes from point A to point B. But here in Japan, maybe here where there are much less tourists, I think there's just most of it is just untouched and rugged and left to the, how do you say, the power and the time of nature. Yeah, I'm on the right track. Okay, I've come to a cross section. I think, yeah, left or right, there's a small map. I can see a lot of red. Oh, I think the trail path is pretty parallel to each other when I look at it. Oh, I can go back down to the start. Oh, I can't translate this now because I have no cell phone reception. No idea what is going to the right or going to the left. Which is it going to be? I'm at B1. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I didn't want to go hike the whole trail, but so far I haven't come to a spot where there is enough space above to take off with the drone. And I would like to be a bit protected by the surroundings, so I don't know whether a bear would suddenly sniff me up and attack me. I have to be careful. Interesting. Where do I go from here? I don't know. Let's see if I can translate the thing with my phone. Yeah, just as I suspected, I don't have any cell phone reception here, so I can't translate this. But I do see some fresh footsteps here, so I will just follow to the right. My navigational or directional sense tells me I can go this way. Yeah, let's try this. No, that wasn't a good idea. When I go to the right, I don't see any footsteps. I just see a snow-covered trail, which means it hasn't been walked recently. I want to cross this creek here and see if I can get to some other space and spot, because I do see some footsteps here. Yeah, here are clearly some footsteps. People have been walking here recently. And this looks a bit more obvious to follow. Well, another cross section going to the right or the left. I don't plan to go up higher. I would rather go down again, but I was hoping that at this cross section I would find a more open spot to take off with my drone. It's a bit tricky to do this here. I have no idea if this is really going down. It does look like it's going down to the road again, and this way looks like it's going up, obviously. What to do? Should I just return and fly from the parking lot? Maybe I'll just hike this way and go back to the street, because I think that was the trail on the map, going up along to that rock and then going back down to the road and then walking back from the road to the car park. I think so. I'll do that. Oh, this path is not steep at all, and it's easy to walk. If I came up this way, it would have been less steep, but it's okay. I didn't know that. Maybe next time I know, for if I come back with my wife or by myself, I can take a different route. Yeah, looks like it's going down again. I can fly from here though. There's not much there's open space here. I think I can stop over there in front of me and fly the drone. Yeah, this looks okay. Yeah. There's enough open space. I'll do that. Well, I was able to fly the drone, but there's a few things that went wrong. For one part, I forgot to attach my microphone to myself because I took off the jacket and my microphone was still attached to the jacket, and I didn't realize it when I was vlogging while flying. Bit stupid, so I have to see if the audio is good enough to make a drone vlog. But you know, what do you do? Next time I have to pay attention to that. And it got really hot up there. I was really sweating, so I had to take off my jacket, and I didn't think it would be so hot on this winter day. I think it's about 0 degrees here, but here out in the sun it's really nice and warm actually. Now I'm returning, and I think I will come back again and hike to the top, to the mountain ridge, and then fly from there, because then you can also see the other side of the mountain. I'm curious how it looks like. I think right now it's going to be very beautiful, because here in wintertime everything is clear blue and you can see really far. So I guess you can also see the snowy mountain peaks from the center. Well, here is the Mino region, so you can probably see as far as Central and Southern Alps. Am I saying that right? I think I'm already in the Southern Alps, but Am I? I'm a central or southern. I still have to figure that out. It's not clear. But anyway, you have a good view from up there. And how do I know that? Well, I drove the car past this parking lot where I just stopped and drove over the mountain to the other side. And I was able to see really, really far. And that was back in fall. Yeah, that was in fall when I flew the drone with the beautiful autumn leaves. And then I didn't stop back then because it was a really remote and rough and rugged area, so I didn't feel like stopping by somewhere and fly the drone there. It was a bit scary. Am I going still the right way? I think so. Yeah. So, but this trail back to the road seems easy to walk because I came up another trail. It was really steep and rocky. I think I might consider walking up this trail next time, but I'm not sure yet. Yeah, so many options you have here when it comes to hiking. And a lot of these trails are really super unknown to, I think only known to locals. I didn't know about this until I just drove past this part by accident. I just drove through the valleys here in Gifu towards Mino, and then suddenly I saw this big board saying Katachi Valley, and I thought, oh, that looks interesting, and that's how I found it. But when you look into the local tourist books and the tourist guides, never mentioned anything about this. So that's kind of interesting. It's like a hidden gem, I guess. But I do see a lot of people coming here. Japanese, of course. They all park down there where I just parked, and they are quite serious hikers because I see them all geared up with hiking sticks and hiking gear. I just came up with my hiking shoes and my normal clothes, nothing fancy. I didn't even bring a bottle of water, which was a bit stupid, but I'm fine. In the worst case, I just have to drink water out of the creek if I'm really thirsty. It's probably safe enough drinking some natural mineral water. Yeah, I think I'm coming close to the street now. Whoa. Yeah, I'm back at the beginning of the trail. There's another entry point or exit, whichever way you see it. But I know for the next time I can also start from here. I just walked down there looking at the map. I didn't realize the trailhead was here. I know that now for the next time. And like I said earlier, I did drive up this way and drove over the mountain, over the pass, and it got really rugged and rough. And I really had to be careful because there were a lot of rocks on the road, and there was a lot of falling rocks, danger signs. So that was tricky. Last year in May I even had an accident with the car. I drove into Shirotori. Well, we drove to Shirotori to go fishing, and then we also got on one of those roads that were really rocky, and then one of the rocks just cut open the oil tank underneath the car. So we had to get some help and get the car towed away all the way from the mountains in Shirotori. That was quite an adventure. And so we had to miss our car for 1 month to get it repaired, because the dealer where we got the lease car from, they didn't have the expertise or the people to fix the oil tank, so they had to bring the car to another garage, another mechanic, and then they fixed it, and it took about a month. So it was quite severe, the damage. We were really losing oil heavily at the time, and I couldn't move the car anymore. I couldn't, yeah, without oil pressure there's no way you can move the car and drive the car anymore. That was kind of shitty, that situation. And we wanted to go fishing. We were in a perfect spot to go fishing there, mountain fishing, river mountain fishing, they call it, Keiryu, which is really cool. It's really nice to do, but if you don't have a ride back home, then there's no way you can go fishing. So we had to call the car truck to tow us away and get a taxi home. Yeah, didn't document that adventure. But you know. Anyway, I'm back at my parking lot. I see many cars parked here, more than when I just arrived. Last time I flew the drone from here, which was fine, but actually I tried to get a look at the river that's flowing in between that valley, because all these smaller creeks, they flow down to that river, and there is something like a waterfall around that area, so I have to check that out. Alrighty, let's head home.